Did I draw that line down there? Okay, so then I can figure out where the center is. I could cheat and just bring this over, but I know that I messed this up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I think it's right here. But let me double check that because I messed this up last time. So there's 1 unit down and 1 unit up. 1 unit, 1 unit. 1, 2, 1, 2. That looks good. All right. So I'll go ahead and draw the center marking. And this will actually go open over everything. So whenever you draw a center line, even if there's 2 circles, you want to go all the way beyond the second circle. So then on this one, I should probably draw the circle first so I don't confuse everybody, but we'll get there. And then this one stops at the circle. And that is, so it stops at that point right there. So I'll just come a little bit over and stop. I don't want too far, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and start drawing these circles in. So I'm going to use my, I've noticed that my printer, however I'm printing it, it's not square. So it'll be perfect from the center to the top, and then the bottom will be way off. So that's usually because when it's printing, it's doing some sort of scale to fit. So mine are going to be a little off. Again, compasses make your life very, very easy. And if you haven't bought one, you're going to need to buy one because we're going to start drawing ellipses, which are these type of circles in the isometric view. And there's a little trick, but you need your compass to do it. And I do recommend you buy a decent one, not the $2 one, because it's just not worth all the grief. They just don't always work all that well. And generally what I do, though, is I'm not doing it now, but I'll typically put a pad of paper underneath it, because what happens is that center has nothing to grip into, and it'll skate around the table. All right, that wasn't half bad, I have to say myself. All right, so there's that, and I've already drawn the center lines. So I am good to go on this one, everybody. All right, let me just darken some of these lines. But I think we're good to go. All right, so, oh, I do need a center line over here because there's that circle. So it's 1 over, so I'll draw that. So you want to make sure you're adding your center lines. All right, which is the same. It's the same circle we're seeing there. All right. All right, so let's go ahead now. We'll do the top view. All right, so far so good. Let's do the top view. So again, you imagine looking down and everything's got to line up. So these little fins here are actually going to be starting here. I could just cheat if I wanted to. I wouldn't even have to look. I could probably tell exactly what I'm doing based on combining these two. So there's a fin there and there's a fin at the top. That would be this one. And I don't really need to measure, however I recommend you do. It's all right here in front of me. I'm just going to copy what I see below. So because I know it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units over. And if I did this right, all I need to do then is just close this up. All right. All right, and so let's go ahead and put our center lines in there. So the front view, you're always going to have that. Think of it as what you might see in a scope, but in the top view, it would look more like this. That's a center line. And then I do need to make these hidden lines.